Hi everyone, this is the Orange Team's Mega Simulation. My name is DiBartolo, and I'm going to be talking to the board of directors and explaining our analytics and kind of where we're at with our company. So in the first, we got visual charts. These are all of our charts and our data from the simulation itself. And as you can tell, we had a few rough patches, but that doesn't mean that P13 isn't going to be good. It means we just have room for improvement. On the next slide, we got our data and analysis and team performance. For the first KPI, we're going to be talking about our sales revenue. We declined from 17,700 to 13,262. This is not an issue as it will continue to rise from here on out. We just had to take a loss as we shifted our market focus. Our return on capital actually rose from 0.5 to 0.6 from P1 to P12. We had, we're hopefully looking to get this up even higher than it already is. And for our future as well. Our ARE kind of dropped and we invested into some areas that didn't end up paying off, which can be changed for future purposes. But as of now, we are at around $15,000 loss in our ARE. Our employee morale started with 70%, ended around 49 to 59 or 50%, and we realized we need to prioritize this more. This is one of our lackier areas of our business, and it is one of the worst KPI metrics we have. So we will take this into account and make sure to change from it. Our share value also dropped from $11 to $6, but according to our analytics compared to competitors, we were still the top 80% with our share value. So that is, it's not the best, but we can still improve from it, and we also are still towards the top of the market. Our CO2 emissions were very, very good. We are a company that thrives on changing the environment and making sure we are sustainable and operate at an efficient manner and in an efficient manner. So our metrics kind of got pressured, but we do see big wins in our sustainability and our company's culture as a whole, and we only have rooms to improve. So the next slide, we got impact of analytical decisions on team outcomes. The first one we got is the success case. In the success case, we focused on boosting our capital by increasing the sales. We also took a proactive route by shifting our efforts more towards a profitable segment instead of a negative area. We saw a big return on our capital. Our sales volume improved along with some other KPIs as well as our CO2 dropping. And overall, that's a very big success in our eyes. But then there comes the challenge case where we had underestimated employee morale, and this was something we wish we could go back and change. Our morale wasn't focused on really at all, and we needed to make sure it was a rising factor instead of a dropping factor. It was a hard metric that we had to work with, and we just didn't take it into account as much as it should have. If I can go back and redo that for the next P13, I will. A significant decision I had was to steer the company towards the low cost and family oriented vehicles. It had a very strong impact on that market specifically. We were doing very well in it, and then towards the end we started to fall off. As you can tell from our charts, we were rising and then we ended up falling in the last two periods, and I think we can improve in the next as well, as we can go back, take a step back and kind of look at it. So one of the key things I learned from this simulation and this team as a whole is communication is very, very important, and we will work on that, and it will also lead to the employee morale going up, as if people at the top have good communication, usually employees will as well, which means it will kind of almost be a trend set. So compensation for employees would be included in this as well, because their morale, the morale was just not there. So we have to make up for it in some sort of way, and hopefully this would almost balance things out. And I feel like one thing is we did lack, like I said, in the department of communication, but that doesn't mean that there is not room for improvement. Thank you so much for listening to my defense on the mega simulation for the orange team. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.